So we were tenting down there by that picnic table. And over there is our showers and bathroom. And we hung out under this little pavilion for a bit. And I just realized there was another part of it, it's got a little playground for kids, tennis court. And just out of curiosity, I saw this bridge here. And we're gonna be leaving soon. Spent a $0 here, 2 nights. Why not? It was a free stay. We could get showers and all that good stuff. So there's this little bridge here. You come back here. We got the railroad tracks up there. Got little picnic tables. It's a nice little party. And there's a caboose. Wonder if they open it up. Just heading out and it's starting to pour. Like we gotta go under there, underneath Route 81, Interstate 81, I should say. We have very heavy packs today, and they're carrying a lot of water, even though it just rained. Most of the water sources dried up, and this is a very dangerous way to cross. Wow. Looking right at you, kid. How you doing? Yeah, it's been raining all day. I haven't gotten any video. Just got to the shelter. It was 5 miles. An extra 5 mile or extra 0.5 miles road walk, so it was 5.5 miles. Over here you've got the old foundations from, I think there was a fire tower or ranger station here once upon a blue moon. Looks like a closed-in privy. That'll be gross. Let's see what the shelter looks like. Saw 2 deer on the way up. They just stood there staring at me. Whoops, I'm dropping stuff. They didn't seem too keen on running away as long as I kept walking. So, what do we got here? Got some trash from somebody, some soda bottle, stuff to hang your pack to keep the mice out. It smells a little musty, but that's the way it is. And a little fire ring, which we can't use that. And if people throw their damn cigarette butts in there, yeah, that'll burn up. The filters are made of plastic. That's a good idea, huh? Almost like taking a dump in the middle of the trail, like back at McAfee Knob. Well, all right, time to get settled in. It's 6 o'clock, waiting for Uppercut to get here. Okay, now uppercut. We're at Full Heart Knob. What did you think that sign said?
Full heart on knob.
We need ways to entertain ourselves out here. Sometimes things don't seem as they appear. There it is. Full Heart Knob. There we go. That's it right there. We got that clarified now. Just making sure. Okay, we're good to go. All right, I'm leaving the shelter. Uppercut got a head start. Remember, we're two gentlemen here. One of them is going to be hiking the AT next year. And wait, I'm going to do my quick sweep here, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. One gentleman's going to be hiking the AT next year. So the other one's going to hike with him through Virginia. And so they were asking me questions about stuff, which, you know, they said they didn't want to hold me up, but they weren't holding me up, you know, about equipment, et cetera. And, you know, I was happy to answer questions because, well, people have answered questions for me. So, you know, why not help somebody out? Information's always a good thing. Luckily, we had water here last night, so we don't have to do any major water rationing. We have another 1 or 2 water supplies coming up before our next stop. We're going to be doing 13 and a half miles today because our logistics have changed. So apparently Uppercut miscalculated and forgot to get baby aspirin while we were resupplying yesterday. Let's zoom out here. So she's only got enough for tomorrow morning. So the gentleman who gave us a shuttle ride back from the Troutville Park area to the Kroger's, not too far from the trailhead, she got in contact with him, and he is going to be kind enough, of course we're going to pay him for it, but to pick up baby aspirin for her and try to drop off a gallon jug of water as well. And then, oh yeah, here I am at the junction. Good, I'm going in the right direction. So there's that. So we have to be able to meet him at a place tomorrow morning where the trail meets the Blue Ridge Parkway. And then on top of that, there is a campground which apparently has changed ownership since last year. They no longer provide bunks. They no longer provide resupply for hikers, which has now changed our mileage to do at least 13 and a half mile days so we can get to Glasgow here in Virginia within 4 days, because that's about how much food we have. So we don't have a choice. So we're going to be cruising along, probably not having a great time, but that's just the way it is. You got to do what you got to do. You have to adjust when you're out here because you never know what's going to happen. And this is one of those things. So anyway, it's very humid out right now. It's sunny for the moment. We do have thunderstorms expected at some point today. I can't trust the weather reports. At first they were saying around 4 p.m. Now it's saying around 7 p.m. And who knows what that's like. I'll flip a coin and become a meteorologist too. Perhaps there's cattle here somewhere. Mentioned somewhere on the trail earlier yesterday about going through some private land. So And it's starting to rain. Oh boy, with the sun out. How are you doing? You're just sitting here by the trail watching me. You got an itch? Okay. So I thought I heard a noise over here. And look at this. I got somebody came here for a morning drink. Yeah, hello, I see you. Yeah, you don't even care that I'm here. How far are you? 30 yards maybe? Yeah, so you can see your butt sticking out. Yeah, we got a little view. I've already started the day. Well, I shouldn't say already started. Uppercut got like a 3-hour head start because she made a miscalculation and she needed some medication which she forgot to pick up at the store when we resupplied, and we got out here and she realized she would have another just for this morning, so we managed to call up a great shuttle guy. Gosh, I wish I remember the details, but yeah, of course we're you know, got to pay the man, but he was nice enough to pick up some stuff at the store for her. And she was able to pick it up. He met her on one of the trailheads near the Blue Ridge Parkway this morning. And also a gallon of water for us too. So very extremely helpful. And there's a deer in the middle of the trail up there, just looking at me like, who the heck are you? And why are you coming my way? Well, oh, look at that mushroom. Woohoo! I think these deer around here are pretty used to people. Wow. Yeah, I got pretty close. She didn't go too far either. Huh. Morning, ma'am. How are you today? Doing good? Yes. As are we all. You have a nice day. So needless to say, we're only doing a short day today because yesterday we did 13.5 miles, and that's the most I've done on this knee, and probably one of the bigger distances that I've done in a while, maybe even since last year. And poor uppercut, my gosh, she I mean, our feet were soaked from the rain yesterday, and she just had sores on her feet and her toes, and she had to tape them all up this morning. Yeah, she might even, when we get to town in a couple days, get them looked at by, I don't know, doctor or urgent care, whatever's available or something, and may need to take a couple zeros just to, you know, little recovery. Certainly don't want somebody walking around on feet with these big blisters and whatnot. So that's the situation. Really, people? I mean, you can't even make an effort. Yeah. Well, the trail in this section crosses over the Blue Ridge Parkway just multiple times. So, you know, people get off at a scenic overlook and they come here and they do their business and they don't even make an effort to, well, bury it. Torons. I tell you, they're everywhere here. Yeah, just staring at me. Who are you? Oh, there she goes. Blue Ridge Parkway car. This is Mills Gap. I believe down there is the James River. Really glad I didn't come here for water. That's some pretty gross looking stuff. Oh, you can see the sheen from the oil off the road. Wow. Yeah, well, so we're crossing the Blue Ridge Parkway the last time today. And we'll be crossing it again much, much later, that's for sure. And the AT is across the road. And there we go. Well, at least I warned you. I have an uphill over the top of the mountain, down the other side of the shelter. I forgot we had ourselves a view here. Had a little thunder coming in earlier. Clouded up and then dissipated. Yeah, every time I turn around down the trail, there's another one staring at me. And look very closely here. We have some nature in action. We have bees devouring a spotted lanternfly. They are tearing this thing to pieces. Wow. This is the area we stayed last night. We didn't stay in the shelter. We set up our tents here. Privy back that way, which is pretty clean, nice, whatever. And I'm off. Uppercut's already where we're going to meet. We're only meeting 3.2 miles away. We've had situations where basically the resupply we thought we had doesn't exist anymore, according to a comment in Far Out. There's a campground that used to cater to hikers. It changed ownership and now it's no longer a place that happens, and there's no way we can have enough food to get through this big section. My better half Jill has just volunteered to drive down from Maryland to deliver my new backpack and bring us some resupply, and then bring us down to Stanimals Hostel, where we're probably going to stay a couple days, and Uppercut's going to get her foot checked out, hopefully, or both her feet checked out. And then If we need to stay a few more days, we'll go to a shelter area in a park. I believe the town is pronounced Buckhannon. It looks like Buchanan, but I think it's pronounced Buckhannon. I could be wrong. They have a park very similar to Troutville that's friendly to hikers and has a shower, bathroom. So we might have to stay there if we need to stay a few more days. But right now we're going to have to 3.2 miles away is where we're going to get picked up tomorrow. And we'll figure things out from there. I like sections like this. They're downhill. They're not extremely downhill, so it's not punishing on the knees. It's not really rocks. It's a nice smooth path. Basically a couple of big switchbacks going down the mountain. So we're going to be camping by Jennings Creek, but there's supposedly a swimming hole. I could jump in, take a good old creek bath, and wash these smelly hiker clothes off. Well, not wash them, but just rinse them in the creek water, I guess. So it's gonna be like vacation. Except no shower, no steaks, no lobster thermidor. But other than that, probably be a good 5-star accommodation for a hiker. Now I'm hungry. I want some steak. I want lobster. I want some fried shrimp. I want air conditioning. I don't feel like walking right now. All right, enough of that. All right, we had a major thunderstorm come through right after I got here. Got my tent set up before it happened. And then, of course, we're camped. We're near an area where allegedly a local camper perished because of a widowmaker, and a tree fell down on him in his tent. So Uppercut was careful about choosing our spots when she got here. And this is our swimming hole. Apparently it says it's trout stocked waters. Now I can't tell if this is in focus or not because I don't have my glasses on. So it is what it is, but yeah, I just came in for a dip a few minutes ago. Very refreshing. Let's get the sweaty, stinky hiker smell off me a little bit.